So we're going to start by getting 3 chicken breasts right inside your Instant Pot. I like to put my chicken on the bottom. So then in a separate bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of honey. Next, you're going to add a half a cup of soy sauce. I like to use the lower sodium soy sauce, but you can use whatever you like. Then you're going to add 1/2 cup of onions. And on top of that, you're going to add 1/4 cup of ketchup. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now you can add olive oil instead if you want to. Next, you're going to add 2 cloves of garlic or 1 teaspoon of the minced garlic that you can buy in the little jars, which I love. Now you don't have to add 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, but I like to add it. It gives it a little bit of flavor, but don't add too much or it will be really hot. So now you're ready to mix the sauce together. Now just remember, the very bottom, or the first thing we added, is the honey. So you want to make sure that the honey is incorporated in the sauce everywhere. Now just to have a little bit more liquid, I added 1/4 cup of water, and then I'm just going to pour it right on top of my chicken. So put the lid on, make sure that it's on sealing, then I'm going to push manual and go up to 20 minutes. Just because the chicken is raw, it's not frozen, 20 minutes works perfectly. Now when it's all the way done, I turn the knob over to venting or a quick release so it can let out the pressure, and it is all cooked and looks amazing. Is orange chicken. Now this was an old recipe, but it is one of my favorites. So I'm going to start with 4 frozen chicken breasts, and then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. Next, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then on top of that, I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of water. Now it's time to put the lid on, and we are ready to go. Just make sure your little knob is turned to sealing, not venting. Now I'm going to push the manual button or the pressure cook button, they're the same, and because it's frozen, I'm going to go up to 25 minutes. Now when the timer was done, I turned the little knob to let out all of the pressure. Once the pressure's out, you can go ahead and lift up your lid. Now once your chicken is all the way done cooking, go ahead and take it out of the pot, and we're going to chop it up. Now you can either chop it up into pieces or you can shred it, whatever works best for you. Now when you're done cutting up all your chicken, go ahead and let it sit out. We're going to make a little slurry. So we're going to add 1/4 cup of the juice that was in your Instant Pot and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Go ahead and mix that really well so the cornstarch will dissolve in the liquid. Now when that's all mixed together, go ahead and push the saute button. Then you're going to add some more liquid. So I'm going to add 1/2 cup of orange juice, 2/3 of this orange marmalade jam, and go ahead and mix that all together until it's well combined. On top of that, you're going to add your cornstarch mixture and go ahead and mix everything together. Now your pot is still on saute. We want this to thicken up a little bit. Once it's thickened, go ahead and add all of your chicken back into your pot. Now with this recipe, I love to serve it on top of white rice. All right, let's get started. So on your Instant Pot, you are going to push the saute button. Then you're going to take 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and just dump it into the bottom of your Instant Pot. Next, you're going to take 2 tablespoons of white distilled vinegar. Now I know what you're thinking, vinegar in sticky chicken, that's disgusting, but it actually makes it taste so good. So don't forget your vinegar. After that, the recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of ketchup. Now, it's not crucial that you have to get exactly 4 tablespoons, so I'm just measuring here with my eyeball. But if you like to measure exactly, it's 4 tablespoons. As you can see, my Instant Pot is starting to heat up from the saute button, so mix around your ketchup a little bit so it won't burn in one clump. Next, you're going to add 6 tablespoons of honey. And just like the ketchup, I'm just going to eyeball this. I don't love doing tablespoons with ketchup or honey because it makes a big mess. I like it quick and easy. So I'm just estimating about 6 tablespoons. But I am going to measure the sugar. So I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. After you've added that, just go ahead and mix it all up. And we're going to wait until it starts to boil a little bit. That's when you know the sauce is ready. All right, it only took about 2 minutes to get it really nice and bubbly. Now, because I am using an Instant Pot, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water just to have more liquid so it will pressurize. All right, so after I've added my water, I'm going to add 1 to 1.5 pounds of popcorn chicken. This is Kroger popcorn chicken. It's one of my most favorite kinds. Then you're just going to dump it in and mix it around a little bit. Now, when most of your chicken has somewhat touched the sauce, it's time to add your lid. Now, just remember, when you're using a pressure cooker, you want it on venting, not sealing. So I cooked this on manual for 7 minutes. Then I was done. I just mixed it around a little bit. The sauce will get thicker as you wait. Then when you're done, you just take it out of the Instant Pot and you serve it on your favorite rice or quinoa. First, I'm going to start with 1/2 cup of water in the bottom of your Instant Pot. Next, I'm going to throw in my chicken, and I threw in about 5 or 6 frozen chicken breasts. You can use thawed too if you'd like. Next, we're adding 1 tablespoon of chili powder, and then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin. And that is it. Just those 4 ingredients. Throw everything in, put the lid on, turn to sealing, not venting. You want it to cook. And you're going to push pressure cook or the manual button. And because mine is frozen, I'm going to go up to like 24 or 25 minutes. But if it's thawed, you could do about 20 and you'd be good. Now, after you set the timer, it's going to say on. That means you did it right. So go ahead and walk away. You're good to go. So when it was all done, I let it release on its own. So after the timer beeped, I let it sit there for about 10 minutes. And then I turned the knob for the rest of the pressure to get out. So now that my chicken is all the way done, you can shred it either in your pot or you can take the chicken out and shred it there. It kind of depends on how I feel for the day. Sometimes it's easier to pull it out and shred it up. Now, once it's all shredded, it's time to make the tacos. So I'm going to make 3 right here and just show you how I do it and what I like on it. Now, this tacos, make sure you drain out the chicken pretty well or it will become juicy, as you can see in my middle one. So I love to add corn with it, salad, sour cream, tomatoes, avocado, salsa. Literally anything you want on your tacos will be delicious with these shredded chicken tacos. But these ones are for my kids. That's why there's just a little bit of ingredients that I know they will eat. And I am happy to say that they ate them